TransHunter, which was another app I wanted to show you. Let's do Cobb. And I'm going to just look for non-firm ATC. Job. Firm ATC, non-firm ATC, any attribute that's in the system data table. Okay, so this is a good example. We call these spark lines. For one, it's giving you a history of the availability for John Data Cobb. So here's what it looks like in the BPAT system. It's AC north to south. And I'm looking at non-firm, and it's showing me that there's 481 megawatts, 6 to 7 tomorrow. And it's showing me a history of this. So the spark lines are very useful to show you, like, there was literally 0 available. And just today at 11 a.m., more became available. So there's many reasons, you guys know, that why all of a sudden 481 would become available. Could be that was the timing of when BPAT releases the ATC. It could be because it's actually getting reserved up. And so sometimes you'll see this like spike to 481 and then slowly go down as people are reserving it. It's also showing me the future. So not just, this is tomorrow at 7 a.m. going up to 8 a.m. So it's showing me basically how much availability is there for every hour over the next 24 hours. These are in time blocks. So this is like midnight to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, all the way down. And I might be interested in a bunch of these tomorrow. I mean, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. You could do next week. You could do next month. But I'm going to take these 4 and say, I want to actually monitor this for tomorrow. I want to set up an alert. And I want you to tell me when any one of those surpasses 100. And so now I just put in for myself a monitored trigger. It's showing me the monitored trigger that I set up, and it's going to text me when any of those time blocks goes from 0 to 100. Right. So I'm going to get a text on my phone. And it just clearly says in the text, like, this path from BPAT AC north to AC south actually just went from this number 0 to 120, thereby triggering the trigger you wanted to hear. And here's your text message. So this is all about alerting. And we actually have some pretty clever traders out there that use this. One way they use this is they know sometimes in SPP world, or even in the BPAT world, there'll be outages, and the outages will last like a couple months. There'll be planned outages for a couple months, but inevitably, like, the transmission provider gets that outage done early, whatever they were fixing or doing or upgrading, they get it done early, and all of a sudden the ATC goes from an expected 0 because there was an outage to all of a sudden it having availability like beforehand. So I've actually watched our trader customers use this in that situation where they monitor a group of time blocks and a path because they have a feeling, they have a hunch that the outage is going to be lifted early. They get the text message at like 1 o'clock in the morning that it just got lifted. They jump up and make the transaction and get the trans before other people have a chance to. So I've watched them do that successfully, which is pretty cool. Mark and I are also working on just flat out getting the outage data. This is the planned outage data from across the West. And we're kind of working with some customers right now to decipher this, right, and see how could this be useful as they put that together. How would they want to be alerted on it? But these are all like the planned outages. It'll also show you unplanned, but that's less useful.